You just can't make this shit up in the United States. So Trump just signed an executive order to dismantle the Department of Education. Not reform it, not audit it, just fucking eliminate it. Like vaporize it, like it owed him casino debts. Like he's personally mad every time someone finishes a book somehow. And guess who's leading the charge? Linda fucking McMahon. Yes, kids, your new Secretary of Education is best known for launching the XFL and losing two Senate races to people with the charisma of being a couch. Linda's qualifications for running education? Absolutely none. Unless you account writing fake plot lines where grown men beat each other with folding chairs. You want a civics lesson? Here it is. Linda McMahon is a woman who spent her entire career scripting surprise ladder matches and buried alive contests. And now she's the one deciding what your kids learn about the Constitution. I hope you're all ready for AP American Government, the Cage Match edition. And this wasn't about policy. This was a fucking mob hit. Trump woke up and said, how can I punish everyone with a student loan and every teacher who ever made me read out loud in third grade? Then some advisor, probably Jared fucking Kushner, slid him a note like, sir, do you know the Department of Education funds schools that teach evolution? And that was it. The most fragile ego in America just smashed the nuke button on education. Meanwhile, Linda is out there fronting like she is actually qualified. Bro, you ran a wrestling company so sleazy they had bra and panty matches on prime time. You made millions off of sweaty dudes in Speedos pretending to be dead. And now you're in charge of the IEP program? The only special ed you know is when Stone Cold pile drived you through a table. And you know what they're calling this? They're returning power to the states, which is code for we're handing our kids' future over to Greg Abbott and Ron DeSantis. Texas is about to draft a science curriculum that says the earth is 6,000 years old, that COVID was a hoax, and that dinosaurs drowned because they didn't get on Noah's boat fast enough. Florida's sex ed? If you feel horny, pray harder. Chapter 1, How to Live, Laugh, Love Yourself Straight. And student loans? Yeah, let's talk about that financial colonoscopy. This move ensures that anyone under 40 dies in debt. We're talking generational poverty. Every college kid I know is now calculating if it's cheaper to die or flee to Canada. And Canada's like, sorry, we don't want your broke, overeducated ass either. Trump keeps saying education is a local issue. Yeah. Do you know what else was a local issue? Segregation. Worked out great the first time, huh? But let's run it back. Except now the school bus is driven by fucking Ted Cruz. And the irony? 63% of Americans actually oppose this. Trump saw that and went, great, 63% is the perfect number of people to piss off. Because nothing gets that man harder than ruining something most important, most people want. He is literally the guy at the family barbecue who flips over the Monopoly board when he's losing, screaming, this game was rigged anyway. And Linda, oh, I can't believe we have the chairman of the WWE running shit. So, and don't think that she's done here, because she's going to announce soon the new Common Core standards. Every math problem must now include a folding chair, a ladder, and a surprise betrayal. Social studies? Name 3 times your dad said wrestling was real and describe the moment you realized you were being raised by a fucking moron. And don't get me wrong, Vince is still there, lurking. His face permanently frozen like he's halfway through a stroke. But Linda's the real villain now. She saw her chance and jumped in like a heel turn. What if instead of rigging matches, we rig the entire school system? I mean, imagine looking at America and thinking, you know what we need less of? literacy. The same guy who spelled hamburger, Hamberder, is now leading the charge against education. Spoiler alert. It's not because he hates bureaucracy. It's because he hates people who know what that word actually fucking means. We're taking it back to the states, he says. Bro, most states can't even plow a fucking road. You think they're ready to manage special ed funding and Title IX enforcement? Half these states are one school board vote away from burning witches again. Wrap it up. All right, here it is. Your kids' futures. Linda McMahon is steamrolling them like a monster truck labeled states' rights, while Trump jerks off in the corner screaming, "You're fired." The only education plan left is teaching kids to drop out early and learn a trade, specifically the trade of getting rich off of dumb people, which is exactly what Trump did. And it's what Linda's doing. So fuck Trump and fuck Linda. And fuck every idiot who hears this and says, yeah, but Biden was old. Yeah, he's old, but he's not actively trying to turn your kids into a GED wielding pro wrestler with a $200,000 in debt from school loans and no health care. So there you go. Class is dismissed.